She's waiting for her audio to click in.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. So I was just about to start and just kind of make sure that people that are watching inside of Facebook, if you haven't created your account inside the Women's Business Resource Community, do so that way you can join us because it's way more fun when we have people inside talking with us, right, Jean?
I agree. I tried to do the Zoom now.
Yeah, it's way more valuable and beneficial, that's for sure. So we last week were talking about webinars and just kind of that lead magnet approach in sales. And this week I really wanted to switch gears because it's a holiday week next week. And I know we have a lot of Canadians in our group and inside the community. And so July 1st is Canada Day. Friday is July 4th, Independence Day. So next week is my dead week. I don't know about anybody else, but I take that whole week and I don't try and do any work.
I'll try to do work at the beginning, but yes, toward the end of the week, it's going to be, camping.
Yeah. Yeah. So as a Canadian, I celebrate both holidays.
Okay.
So Canada is, it's our big day Tuesday. So for me, it's for our family, we celebrate it and,
And you
the
take the
flags.
whole week.
And so that's why I take the whole first week of July off because whether like last year we had family in town, this year we're not, but we just never know. So we just like to try and make sure like my husband takes the whole week off. And so depend upon between two families, we likely have somebody coming and visiting us.
Oh, yeah.
And I like to make sure that it's really important. We've talked about like kind of the burnout and everything. And if we don't really treat ourselves the same as what we would with having a corporate job or a business job where you get certain vacation days a year, where like I know in my husband's position, if he doesn't use them, he loses them at the end of the year.
Right.
So, and you understand from a business perspective why companies make that decision. So it also forces us as employees or small business owners to start to say, we need to treat ourselves the same way. Like we need to make sure we're carving out that week's vacation. We're planning for it. We're setting ourselves up where there's no missteps. And I mean, things happen, obviously, but the whole point is you don't want to have to be stressing about anything around your business during the vacation time. So the 2 weeks I take off are the first week of July and the week between Christmas and New Year's. Like those are
Okay.
standard 2 weeks every year that I give myself. And then in between there, it just depends if it's stuff's happening, if we have a family vacation that we're trying to organize. But those are the 2 weeks a year that I just turn it off. And I'll do the minimal within the group, like accepting people into the Facebook group or answering questions that might come up. But I don't do the live trainings. I don't like everything inside the community is kind of quiet.
Okay.
We cancel all of those sessions or meetings that normally would be happening on a weekly or bi-weekly basis because we want to set the model for everybody that if we're not stopping work, then that tells you guys, well, you're not allowed to stop work.
And it's hard.
And it's hard. It's super hard. It's a struggle because I think, well, we women, we do so much that when we want to stop or take time off, we think, well, who else is going to do the laundry or the dishes or take the kids to their doctor's appointment? We don't just get to turn things off. And
Yeah.
so I think from a business perspective, we need to really encourage and empower ourselves to be able to say, yeah, this week is my vacation. And as long as I
Okay.
communicate it to people, then they'll understand,
Because
right?
I've already been, we're going to be camping and it's like, okay, well, I'll take my laptop and I can do this. So, yeah, instead of just leaving it and going, nope, no work.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So, and that's why I really wanted to focus on this because even if it's a long weekend, so when we think of May or Labor Day or Thanksgiving weekend here in the States is normally a 4-day weekend. In
Yep.
Canada, it's a 3-day weekend. Easter, depending upon what your business is and what your personal philosophy and belief system is, it could be a 4-day weekend, right? Or
Right.
not. So depending, but you want to make sure that as you're setting your business up, you're setting yourself up to be able to honor those elements of who you are as a person.
Okay.
Because again, you're modeling for people, you're modeling for your customers, you're setting the expectation for them, right? So, and I think, this is where the holistic element is critical. Because when we stop honoring who we are, then we stop having boundaries. And then our customers and clients don't know how to then reflect that back on us, where they'll just kind of like, well, she's working, so that means I can ask her anytime because it's a holiday and she's working and I see that. So I can just ask her a question and she's going to respond. So we set those expectations instead of setting the boundary of saying, no, catch me on Monday or catch me when I get back, kind of thing.
Right. Right.
So
Okay.
because you do, right, Jean, you work a full-time position.
Right.
Yeah. So your company, you have vacation time, right?
Well, yes and no. My husband owns it.
So it's even more so, right? Like this is really important for him too.
Right.
Right?
I
So
work for my husband.
yeah. Yeah, that's a whole other dynamic.
It is. It really is. And that
Yeah.
because I just went full time there like a year ago. So that's been an adjustment.
Yes, I bet.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you guys have this is kind of a side part, but really talks about why taking time off matters. So, because my husband and I, that's how we met is through work.
Okay.
And
That's how we met.
so,
My other
yeah.
job. Yes. Yep.
So, do you guys have parameters or boundaries around work
He's
hours, non-work hours?
I have more than he does because he's a workaholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really hard to get him to take a day
Yeah.
and just go, nope, nothing. Let somebody else worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but when you guys are like after hours, do you guys have boundaries or parameters around that?
Not
Okay.
really, no.
Okay. So when my husband and I, we were working for two different companies, but our companies were in a joint development.
Okay.
So we were working together. We were both program managers for a program. So when we started dating, we had rules where it was like we each had 5 minutes. Like you can, bitch and complain for 5 minutes or whatever. And then the clock went
Yep.
off and then it was my turn. And then we weren't allowed to talk about.
I like that.
We weren't allowed to talk about business. And we had the same rules with friends that we worked with. If we would all go out and whoever brought up work first had to pay the tab.
Oh, I like that.
And it'd be like, because, well, one, it was the type of business we were all in as well. So there was
Yep.
and so we just didn't want any of that. And
Right.
plus, we were out. We wanted to have a personal life and not have to, we wanted to know each other beyond work, right?
Right.
So we had some pretty strict boundaries in place. And that's, when I talk to my clients, that's one of the things we talk about as well, is like, what are your, especially when they work together with their husbands or their spouse, you have to have boundaries,
Right. Right.
because if not, it becomes all consuming.
It is because the office is here at home. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's why
So
we go
having some
camping.
conversations
So
around what does that look like for you guys? It would be healthy from just even a business perspective, because it allows you guys then to focus business on business and it
right.
not to kind of seep in. Yeah. So
Well,
but yeah,
yeah, we
that's
have a seasonal that's not too far away, and that's our getaway.
okay,
As
perfect.
far as unless I bring my laptop because I'm still trying to get my stuff going.
Right.
Um,
So for
but it gets him
you,
away from the office, away from so unless phone calls come in.
right. So yeah, so that's, because that's kind of the first thing we wanted to talk about is why taking time off matters, right? And then how do you prepare for time off? And that will be big for especially your husband when he is a workaholic and it can follow you, right? And then the benefits. So why taking time off matters is exactly that. Because if you guys, especially looking at your specific situation, if you never take time off, then it will start to really eat away at the relationship,
Right.
right? And it's so
Well, we've been
important.
together 18 years, so
Yeah,
so far so good. We kind of know when we're getting cranky and we'll just go, getting cranky here. And yeah, and we'll
so
just,
that's good, right? So then you guys really do have boundaries in place. You just don't even realize it.
but yeah, I
Right,
guess we do as far as at least for each other.
right.
As
Yep,
far as, yep, I'm getting cranky. We need to just not talk about this right now, or he'll be the same way as far as, maybe we shouldn't talk about this right now
right.
because you're
Yeah.
getting cranky.
Well, yeah. And so then it also becomes, if you don't have time away, then how are you able to allow yourself to find clarity,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And you can come back refreshed.
Yes.
And so you're actually more productive. So talk me through next week. What do because we're going to talk about kind of preparing for taking time off. What is it that you're thinking you need your laptop for while you're away?
So I could design more clothing or just keep working.
Right? So what's the work you would be doing?
Just probably designing, getting more clothing ready to launch.
Okay. So if you took, so Friday's an official holiday. So Wednesday, Thursday, if you took kind of like the Wednesday, Thursday off as well, if you didn't have your laptop, what could you be working on that wouldn't require your laptop?
At the campground, nothing.
So this is where we want to start flipping the script, right? Because when we're talking about when we step away from things, we actually allow our brains to do work without us consciously thinking about it.
Right.
So you could be designing in your mind while playing cornhole or, swimming or out on a boat or hanging out with friends. Like your mind is going to be working on those things.
But
So
subconsciously.
subconsciously. So then when you come back to work on the Monday, all of a sudden you'll have a rested brain and body and mind where then you can say, oh, what was that I was thinking about? And you'll actually be way more productive and you'll start to see your designs become clear because you're not trying to put pen to paper,
Right.
right? With a result in front of you where you're going, oh, I don't like that.
Oh, I do that a lot. I'll
Yeah.
like start putting stuff together going, oh God, that's horrible. And then
Yep.
I'll like switch going, all right, I need to work on something different because this isn't coming
Yep.
together.
So allowing yourself to create subconsciously and quietly in your mind over that vacation period, you'll actually find you'll be more productive because you'll put pen to paper on Monday and Tuesday, and you won't have so many, oh, that's horrible moments.
I do get them.
Right, because you would have already worked through it without even realizing,
Right.
right? Yeah. So, and I think I think a lot of people find that if they say, I'm going to take time off, they think about how much work they're going to have to do when they get back.
Yes.
Where it's like,
That
oh, my
happens.
inbox is going to be flooded. My to-do list is going to be that much longer.
Yes.
But being rested means you're going to be able to work through those a lot faster.
Yes.
Right. So do you take time off regularly?
No.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, okay, let's do it this week.
Yeah. So I would start to look at, especially as your business grows, treating it like a true business and say, if I'm going to book my time off.
Okay.
So I'm going to book the July 4th, whatever day the July 4th falls on, 3 days on either side. So that 6-day window, because you always know there's going to be some sort of weekend attached somewhere, right? I'm
Right.
going to have that 6-day window where yes, I have a flexibility of time, like 1 or 2 days, but I'm going to take that week off. I'm going to schedule it off. So what do I need to be doing to leading up to that? So then that
Okay.
way, if you have orders coming in, people are already aware, like you have the systems in place,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So, and part of that is when so right now, when somebody places an order, what's the automation behind it as far as from a communication? Is there like an email where they get sent saying, oh, your order is being processed and it should be shipped within 48 hours or whatever?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So now with the long weekend, you're going to need to be looking at, okay, so I need to start changing that. Our offices are closed in honor of the July 4th weekend from July 1st to July 7th. All orders will be shipped no later than July 10th,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So people go, okay, that's fine. Or if you want them before July 1st, then you'll need to be expediting your shipping, which is an added cost of X, Y, and Z,
Right. Right.
right? So you give them the choice. It's like, oh, I really want it before July long weekend because there's that party. I want to wear that top or that
Yep.
belt too,
Yep. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then,
The belt.
yeah, right? So then that way people can make that decision.
Okay. Now, see, the clothing I just do print on demand.
Yep.
So it'd be like my clocks, any of my jewelry, any of that I ship personally. So that's the
Yep.
stuff that I would have to put a won't be shipped until
Right.
this
Yep.
time.
Yep. And I would say, even with your print on demand, I would still put a caveat in there saying, like, you know, because what happens if there's like
Oh, issue.
there was an issue,
Or they have a question or they right.
right? Yeah. So you would want to put that in there anyways. Then that way you can kind of preempt any potential issues and
Okay.
people know. But
Right.
but you can also say, we will be monitoring our emails. So unless it's an emergency situation, then we'll address it when we return into the office on this day. But we
Right.
will monitor for any, unique scenarios.
Right.
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So even on that stuff, put that.
Mm. Because then that way, you can just say, yeah, like if there's no issue, I don't have to worry about it. Like it's a self-run thing,
Right.
but at least people know that the back office is closed,
Right.
right?
That's hard.
So, yeah. Because
Especially, I mean, because I'm just still trying to build this.
yeah,
So that's hard.
yeah.
To go,
And then that way it
okay.
really lets them feel like, oh, she's got us in mind. And she's taking time off. That's right. Everybody deserves time off.
Right.
So, and if a customer is like, well, wait a minute, I really want this done now, but they're not willing to pay, honor the fact that you're a human and need time off, then you kind of
Right.
like go, well, then maybe you're not my client after all.
True. True.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's amazing how much business growth happens after we start really honoring our time off commitments to ourselves.
Well, I wonder if people look at they're taking care of themselves. I've been doing one of your confidential or confidence. I've been doing your
Yeah.
confidence training right now.
Oh, good.
And but they see that okay, she's taking care of herself, she'll take care of us
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that reflection, right? Like people want us to mirror back to them what's important.
Right.
Yeah. So, and
So
there's always those anomalies, right? Like, either ends of the spectrum, and you just kind of deal with it. You just kind of roll with it. And, like obviously if there was a tech issue with my website, I'd be jumping on and trying to figure
oh
it out.
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But if it's just humming along, there's no reason for me to check in. And that's the beautiful thing of notifications and
Right.
email, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Um, and then it also, you have to think of like long term. Like I think of taking time off is like when we stretch our physical body, right? The more flexible we are physically, the less injuries we will have later on. And so, or if we're athletic, stretching is a critical point to making sure we don't injure ourselves. So time off is like we're stretching. We're
Okay.
taking care of ourselves so we can be here and healthy longer,
Right.
right? So it's part of that self-care, it's part of that business care that we need to do to make sure that we're allowing it to grow and be healthy along the way.
Well, that would explain why some days where I'm just like, and then it's like,
Yeah.
well, I really haven't accomplished a whole lot today. 'Cause
I felt busy. I don't know what I
yes,
was busy with.
but I've needed that designated time off.
Right.
So I don't
Yeah.
get to that point.
Right. Yep. So, and that could, and it's as simple sometimes as just saying, like, Sunday, I don't do any work. Tuesdays are these days when, like, these are the things I do on certain days, but like, I for sure one day I don't do anything.
Right.
What is that one day a week that I'm really just giving it to me, my family, and enjoying the fruits of my labor,
Right.
right? Like, it's you're going to take time to enjoy what you're building, then at some point you'll be going, why am I doing all this when I can't enjoy anything?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So when you are, so I kind of think about it when we want to go on a vacation, when you start the whole packing process,
Oh yeah. The whole
right?
packing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think of my mom, she's like, like if we're going on vacation somewhere, she's always like 3 weeks. Have you got your suitcase out? And I'm like, no. She goes, well, you need your suitcase out. You got to know it's going to fit your suitcase. But it's the same way, right? Like when we're wanting to, when we know we're going to take certain time, which is why I know July 1st and that last week of December, because mentally I start building myself up to what do I need to make sure I need to do,
Right.
right? Because it's all about that advanced planning. And is there any way that I can automate anything and pre-schedule anything?
Okay.
So for you with your business, is there anything that you can automate or pre-schedule before you go on vacation?
I don't know. Because I can't, I mean, other than because I'm painting, building jewelry, or designing clothing,
Right.
as well as trying to get it out there so people see it. And yeah.
Yeah. So some of your automation and pre-scheduling might be those social media posts,
Oh, yeah. Because I don't
right?
post a lot on
Yeah.
Facebook, and I should be, and I don't.
Yeah. So this would be a good way for you to kind of practice that to say, I'm going to create some posts. I'm going to schedule them for while I'm off.
Okay.
So then that way they're still popping up for people. The other thing is setting like an email to all of your email list.
Now I did start playing with Clavio because we talked about
Okay.
that a couple weeks ago. I missed last
Yeah.
week. The webinar stuff, I gotta rewatch that. But,
Okay.
so I've got the pop-up that pops up. I did not get a list made. Oh my goodness, I started going into Canva going, "Whoa, this is a bit overwhelming," as far as trying to create a list because then it was like, "Who am I targeting?" So I started
Right.
having a hard time with that as far as where are they going? That makes a difference on
Yeah.
what you're packing, on what you're so it's like, okay, let's do something different just to start playing.
Yeah.
And so I popped up a Klaviyo thing and I don't remember what it says now, but as far as, to sign up for your email. And so far I've got it to where you'll get your thank you email for signing up.
Yeah.
But I set it up per Klaviyo, and I think that's why I haven't because I told my mom, it goes, I know you still got an email there you haven't used. Try it. And before I got you to try it, I was like, all right. Because it's like, nope, I want this a little better before I have Karen do it. And so she did it, but I don't think she looked at her email because her email never popped up. And it's
Okay.
set up per Clavio to where I guess to keep the bots out or the bots.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And to where you still have to go into your email and say, yep, I signed up for this.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I
So it's
was
a double
just
opt-in.
yes, and I was just looking at it today going, I still don't have her email. That means, yeah, she signed up, but she didn't do anything beyond that. But then in
So
4 days, I've got it set up to send another email with like a dress in it going, hey, you might be interested in this.
Okay.
And just playing with it and getting it up.
Yep. Perfect. So the double opt-in is it's kind of like good business standard.
Okay.
It's not legally required.
Okay.
So
What
it's
is
one of
your
those.
recommendation on that?
So I would do double opt-in, especially
Okay,
from
like
a
I
product
did.
perspective. Yep.
Okay.
Um, so with ours, we have it set up as a double opt-in when they put their email address in. But if an admin adds it, like when we add them from the Facebook group, there isn't a double opt-in because it's about getting the free product that they've requested to them.
Okay. Yeah. So you have nothing advertised on Facebook yet as far as
Yeah.
sign up and get,
Okay.
I guess there's a way to on Facebook as far as come sign up and you'll get 10 or 15% off your first order. I have not done that yet.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a great thing to start to get in place as well. Yeah.
Okay.
But one step at a time, right? Get the client journey in place. And then once you kind of get those emails set up, then look at getting that Facebook piece set up. Because
Okay.
um, with that, you can then send an email saying, just a reminder, our back office is closed in observance of the long weekend or whatever holiday it is. We wish you and your families a great July 4th. Be safe, happy, healthy, whatever the
Yeah.
message is.
No.
And it's not a sales thing, it's just you kind of making a personal connection
Right.
while communicating that the back office is closed,
Okay.
right? So, and it's the same thing as like just a reminder, hey, we're gonna, the back office, we're taking a family vacation, even if it's not a holiday of any sort, but you guys are going someplace, right? And you're not going to be available. It's just another touch point where you're personalizing that connection and you're nurturing the relationship with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the other side of the emails, right? It's not always about selling.
Right. Trying to get that connection.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and then you can always, say, hit reply and tell us what your long weekend plans are, right? And then the email can come like a two-way street kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, because with your design elements, again, it's hard. You can't audit. There's nothing really to automate.
Right.
Yeah. So for you, the automation is allowing the email to keep the communication happening and the social media post for you to remain relevant.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get my following growed on the Facebook and the IG.
Yeah. Perfect.
But
Yeah.
until I start posting more, it's like, okay, well, yeah, follow me. You're not gonna see much, but follow me, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then it's with that, yeah, there's a whole strategy with, building your audience for sure. But I think it's going to be important for you to get the email piece in place first.
Okay.
Yeah. Because with the following, if you don't have the email in place, then what happens if they sign up for your email list and there's nothing there?
Right. Right.
Right? Because your goal with the following is to increase the number of email contacts you have and then your ultimate purchase conversions.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, your email piece is important to get that down first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Um,
what is your recommendation on, so there's the sign up email, hey, thanks for signing up. And then in
yeah.
4 days, there's, hey, you might be interested or whatever it says. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at it.
Yeah.
What is your recommendation of how far out? Once a month, once a week?
So your initial email journey for a new contact, you're going to want to have 4 or 5 emails in that journey.
Okay. Because right now
Yeah.
I've just got the 2 and I know I've got to add to it about so 4 or 5, but then how often should
I
they?
would say every 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So, and this is where you want to make sure what you're sharing in the email has a variance, right? It's like, hey, here's your discount code, thanks for signing up. And then it's like, a little bit about us. So introducing
Okay.
you and your business to them, like just so you know who you're partnering with these products. This is my favorite product. This is what inspired me, et cetera, et cetera. And
Okay.
then, oh, this is one of my newest products, even if it's 2 years old, because it's a
Right. It's
journey.
new to
People
them.
signing up, it'll be new to them,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you can always go in every year and adjust whatever that is, anyways, if you want. But right, for the interim, just kind of pick one. And then it's like, 4 or 5 days later, something again about you and your business. Just
Okay.
wanted to share, our values on, how we strive for a customer first, customer centric, company, and what's important to us, and how we make decisions around what we create and what we sell.
Okay.
Right. So again, you're making it personalized so people go, oh, that really aligns with who I am. No wonder I like her products.
Right. Right. Okay.
Right. And then the last one is, another one of your favorite products.
Okay.
But in each one of them, you're going to want some sort of call to action where you're asking them to hit reply.
Oh,
Yeah. So reply with, you know, what has been your favorite product so far that you've purchased or that you've been interested in? Reply with
okay.
your favorite color. If you were to buy a top, what would be your favorite color?
Right.
Like simple stuff that isn't really too deep, but enough for them to go, oh yeah, hey Jean, my favorite color is red.
Right. Right.
Right.
Okay.
And it's just more about for you to then, and when the email list gets really big, obviously this is where a VA would come in, but where you can then, that automation can also kick in. If they reply with my name, my favorite color is red, then my response is going to be this. And it's really, oh my gosh, this is so great because my favorite product that we've made in the color red is this.
Okay.
Oh, your
Okay.
favorite color is green. Oh, that's amazing. I love green. It reminds me of nature. This has been my favorite product in green that we've developed.
Right.
Right? And
Right.
then you can start to tie it back into what your products are.
Okay.
Yeah.
It,
So,
and then
yeah.
hopefully down the line conversions
Right. And you
as
just
well.
never know. The fact that they've said their favorite color is red and you're sharing something that's red or has red in it is just enough for them to go, oh, that's super cute. I love that.
Right. I don't remember seeing that, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. And I think, so yeah. So for you, it's going to be the email piece first.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that will allow you when you're taking time off to kind of schedule things to again
Right.
nurture and offer a July 4th surprise sale,
Oh, yeah.
right? Hey, happy July 4th. Here's a 50% coupon on, product A, B, and C. So it's very specific,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So, or we're celebrating Christmas in July.
I know. I always love that saying Christmas in July. My kids are always
Yeah.
like, there's no snow. So,
Well, depending on your will, when we were in California, we didn't have snow for Christmas,
oh, okay. Yeah.
right? So it always felt like Christmas in July when you had Christmas on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, because then when you think about, we kind of touched on it earlier, like when you come back in from a vacation, it's the dreaded, how do I tackle everything that's piled up?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you think of, if you were to kind of turn your your business life off for the 4 or 5 days, and then you turn back your computer on like that fifth day on the Monday, what would be the thought going through your head?
I don't know. I'd be like, where do I start?
Yeah.
I've got to
Yeah. So
check,
it's so
check
you feel
all
like you're
sorts
almost
of,
like a plane ready to crash because there's just so much.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it's really then about how do we plan for that, right?
Okay.
Something that I I recommend to people is creating like a first day back action plan.
Okay.
So before you take the time off, so like I know, my daughter and I are going to head up to the cottage on Thursday, this Thursday. So I'm going to be like, okay, when I come back on that Monday, the 7th, what's going to be my action plan for that Monday?
So
What,
basically, write a list of what you need to do,
yeah,
prioritize, and then check them off as you go.
yeah. So then that way, when you come back, you're like, oh, this is what I need to do today. Oh,
And then
I'm
you're
going to
not
do this. And then so then
overwhelmed.
that way you can be systematic and you don't feel overwhelmed about where do I start.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think then that allows you to be able to just go, it was worth it. Like it wasn't so bad after all taking time off.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
um, do you see a benefit in having like that kind of preemptive to-do list?
I do.
Okay.
Because then I'm not opening up my computer going, all right, I've got to check this. Where do I start? Which
Yeah.
one do I want to check first? I can
Right.
just go, oh, it's already been decided for me a week ago what I'm going to check first.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The pressure's off then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, thinking about your husband, having some of these tips, like would he be like open to kind of hearing them to be able to say, oh yeah, if I did that, I could maybe like turn it off a little bit?
Maybe, maybe. Because he still does paperwork every day. He's still, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what do you mind me asking what your husband's business is?
He owns the bar in Coleman.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So,
Okay. So yeah, so then that's so
yes,
for him with employees, it's definitely important for him to be able to model for the employees that if the boss can take a time off, they're allowed time off too.
right.
Yeah.
But he just, even if they do take time off, because they do, they'll take time off, they'll schedule and we'll, get it covered and everything. But he very seldom takes time off.
Yeah.
And even with the camping, he will still come into Coleman every day to do the paperwork
Okay. So
in the
he doesn't
morning.
have like a middleman kind of thing. Like there's no manager that he can hand it off to.
No, him and his
Uh,
sister did go down to see their mom. And so I did that part while he was
Yeah.
gone. And he got back and I was like, I don't like your job. And he said, I don't like it either half the time. You know, it was a lot as
Yeah.
far, the paperwork, the behind the scenes,
Right.
as far, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah. And so this is a whole other tangent, but then for him looking at how he has that operational piece structured, and is there any way to automate for him?
yeah, he doesn't delegate well.
Right.
So like, yeah, he does all the ordering. He does all so me and
Yeah.
another gal did the ordering while he was gone. I did the banking and the other paperwork while he was gone.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So yeah, so for him it's about a control. He wants to maintain control.
I think so. Yeah. Just so I guess if something screwed up, he can blame himself, I guess, when something's
Right.
missing on
Or
the
yeah, I
order.
mean, well, and this is like again a whole other tangent, but like it's really, and this isn't negative against him. This is the reality of 99% of small business owners. Like he is not a unicorn in this situation.
Yeah.
Having control over every element of our business is because we don't trust somebody else is going to do it as well as we will.
Might be. Yeah.
And then they're going to screw up. That means it's going to take me twice the time to fix their errors. So I may as well just do it myself.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. I mean, I watched my parents growing up in a grocery store. Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch my parents every night, you know, and them having to take vacations, what it took for them to be able to hand over control for the week that they were gone or the 10 days they were gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
me and him have gone away together, like out of the state to where there was nothing he could possibly do as far as these people can handle it.
Right.
They will be fine. Okay, so and so's doing this. We know she can do it. So and
Yeah.
so's doing this. We know she can do it.
Right.
And he's still worried.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
his baby.
so, and that is, yeah, so that comes down to the confidence. And again, I'm talking to 99% of the small business owners. I'm not just talking about your husband, right?
Yeah.
It comes down to feeling confident in our decision-making process.
Right.
Did I make the right decision by outsourcing and having this person do the job instead of me?
Right.
Or am I going to do a self-fulfilling prophecy where I made the wrong decision and I've just proven myself right? It's easier for me to do it myself.
And we have staff that's more than capable
Right.
to do the ordering while he's gone,
Yeah.
to do the,
Yeah.
just different stuff. Yeah.
So, and it's a muscle that we as small business owners have to exercise. And so we need to, just like you would in a weight room, you don't start off lifting 100 pounds, you start off lifting 5 pounds, right?
And yeah, and I guess I'm kind of the same way with what I'm doing as far as I don't outsource anything.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that I yeah, trying to figure
Yeah.
out I'm trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's so, and it said it's right, it's working smarter, not harder.
Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Heard that before.
Yeah. And so, and we can flip that into a way to confirm why we need to do everything ourselves. Because I already know how to do it. So I may as well do it because that's the smart way to do it, because I'd have to work harder if somebody else did it and screwed up.
Right.
So our brains are really good at taking something and making it make sense of why we need to maintain control.
But it's funny though, because even if we do it ourselves, we can still screw it up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So there is still an element of risk of that there's going to be an error made.
Right.
Yeah. But the
Always.
more we exercise that muscle of releasing control and relinquishing that task, the stronger that person gets, whoever we relinquish it to, because they become more confident because now we're trusting them
Right.
and they feel like they're trustworthy. Now they feel more confident to continue to kind of step up to the plate. But if we don't
Right.
give them the opportunity, they never will.
That is true.
Right. Or even if we give it to them and then we come back and we don't allow them to continue to do it while we're present, reinforces they're still not worthy of it. They're still not good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right.
I
Like I've got
know.
a VA. And so I've relinquished
I
certain
was
things to her, and it's easy for me to want to go in and pull it back instead of working with her.
Oh, right. It's harder to, yes.
Right. But it's
Yes.
that muscle that you have to get comfortable with and get stronger with, trusting the person you're letting go of control to.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'll let him know.
you know.
Go on vacation,
Yes, you need a
like a
vacation.
true vacation.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's, like I said, we have a seasonal really close to where it's away. So we're away from our office. We're
Yeah.
away, but it's close enough if anything happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was ironically, that's how we were set up. So growing up, we lived at our grocery store. So we were
Okay.
like Little House on the Prairie style.
Yeah.
Right. But then we had a cottage like 10 minutes away. So it was like 5 minutes by car, 5 minutes by boat. And that's where my parents would go like Saturday night through Sunday, like for a day and a half. That was their week, like their time away.
Yeah.
But it was close enough to your point where they could come back if they had to.
Yes, that's what we do.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, but it's still, so watching them for 16 years run this business 24/7,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So Yeah. So for your husband, it's kind of the same thing. It's like at some point, when am I willing to like reap all the reward that I've worked so hard at building this amazing business on?
Right. Well, I know I don't want his job. I did it for a week.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want my own stuff. You keep yours. I'll work there, but yeah, I don't want none of the, you know, I'll work there and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So, okay. So when you have time off, how do you know you've actually rested? Like, what is your telltale sign that you've come back and you feel like, I'm refreshed. That was good.
I don't know. I guess when, I don't know, like when me and Tom go away and we feel good when we can come back and we look at each other and say back to reality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Perfect. So that's your
we
goal,
do.
right? So like when you're taking, this coming long weekend off, like the Friday, like you want that on Monday morning.
Back to reality.
Yeah, back to
Yeah,
reality, back to like, alarm clocks and yeah,
yeah,
and shifts.
yes.
Yeah.
Like that we have like gone away out of the state. And that's what we say to each other when we're coming back. It's like, oh, it's over. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So your goal with your seasonal is to feel the same way when you go up there for a night or two.
Right.
That you come back and you go, okay, now it's back to reality. Like it was enough.
Yes.
Like it was enough to kind of hit that reset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're so close, right?
Yeah. It's
So
close, but far enough away. We did go up the other night and we were just like, wow, we really needed to get up here.
yeah.
And so, yes, we were very happy because we almost didn't. And then it was like, we might as well. It's really hot. We're not going to mow. We're not going to do anything. So we might as well go up there, take the dogs swimming. And we got up there and started our fire and let the dogs swim. And we were like, yeah, we were both just like, yeah,
Yeah. So that's your goal. Every time you go up to your seasonal, that's your goal when you come back.
back to reality.
Reality. Yeah. Mhm. So what questions do you got for me?
I don't think any. I think you answered them about
Okay.
the email
Yeah.
here a little bit ago as far as how many and to keep
Yeah.
working on that before pursuing the Facebook sign up.
Okay. So this Thursday is your first neighbor group coaching.
What time is that?
I want to say 11. Let me look at my calendar.
I work Thursday days.
Okay. Yeah. It's normally every other Thursday at 11.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I work Thursdays. Ooh, I should go in late. I'll be like, hey, can I come in late?
well, the thing is it is work because you
It
are work.
is. It
So
is. How long are they?
I have them scheduled for an hour, but again, it's one of those things where just like with my private clients on Mondays at 10, it's like I have the Zoom link opened and you guys just pop in and whatever, and we just kind of have whatever session is there, whatever time that you're there at. So,
Oh, okay. And then
yeah.
just talk about just whatever?
So whoever shows up sets the agenda.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's not like it's called group coaching, but we don't follow a curriculum.
Okay.
So it's really for all the neighbors, your opportunity to kind of get ongoing support and accountability,
Okay.
which is on top of like today's. So realistically, with like these sessions every Tuesday now being inside the group, like you guys as neighbors get that weekly hands-on as well as your bi-weekly just for you because this is open to anybody, right, of all levels
Right.
that could join. So for you guys it's just people who are the neighbor level people that are allowed in. So
Okay.
so it's never more than like however many, like what, 20 or 25. I try and limit
Need
it
to
to.
get my Zoom working on my phone. Cause I know
Yeah.
I tried it on my phone and I couldn't get, I don't know, I was clicking something wrong.
Oh,
Today it gave me the option to blur my little background. So I was like,
oh,
oh, let's try that. So
yeah.
I'm still learning the Zoom. If I can get it on my phone, if we have nobody in there, I might be able to sneak out for a minute, at
Yeah.
least to pop in and say hi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And again, that's that consistency, right? So even if you pop in and say, okay, so I got this, and this done in the last, right, since today,
Okay. Oh,
right?
accountability group.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Yep. So like today is really about the like a hands-on training. It's about having conversations about what's going on and like strategies. And then
Right.
whatever the main topic is, of course. But then those every other week is like, what are you working on? What challenges are you having? What do you need help with specifically? What can we
Okay.
come up with? Or to pop in and say, this is what I got done. I'll see you in 2 weeks, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 11 o'clock. Yes, I will try to pop in at some point between
Okay.
11 and 12.
Okay. So it's the same thing, right? Just you go to the Zoom meet, the event calendar, and there will be
And
a
then
link
just,
there to the Zoom meeting.
okay. That's how yes, I went to the event calendar and clicked on this and it brought me right to you.
Yeah. I'm
Normally I'm
getting
like,
better at getting it all coordinated properly.
I think I'm getting better at finding it and clicking the right buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So, all
awesome.
right.
Well, then I'm not going to keep you, but hopefully I'll see you Thursday. And then just keep me posted and then send me any information as far as, any of the courses you're taking or resources you're downloading. If you've got any questions, ask away.
Okay. Yeah, I started
Okay.
it here. Like, I was so excited. I was just like, oh, I'm starting something. Then I saw that one and I was like, that would help me
Yeah.
as
Good.
far as just, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
I started that
Awesome.
one. So far, I've loved it.
Yeah.
Working on it a little bit this morning. And then I was like, oh, time to log in. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll actually be in Coleman on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Oh my gosh. Yes. Tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't work tomorrow.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So
And Tuesday and Wednesday are my Saturday, Sundays.
oh, nice. Yeah. So my co-host for the podcast for the Align and Grind podcast, we're actually recording it in the little hideaway place.
Oh yeah, I still
She
haven't
has
been
an
over. I
office
was
there. So we're recording it in her office there every week.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna go over Saturday because they were having another one of those things and somebody called in.
Yeah.
So I had to
Yeah.
go.
I was up at our cottage and I wasn't about to drive into Coleman from Alger. So
Well, I'm hoping they do another one in July.
I think that's what their plan is. I think their plan is to do it every month.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah.
good. 'Cause, yeah,
So I may not get back there until like the kids go back to school and I'll be home on weekends. But right now I'm trying to just soak up all the cottage life I can.
oh, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. So, all right.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Thank
I
you.
will hopefully see you Thursday. If not, thanks for coming today. I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate what you do. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Today.
Okay, so just to close out, thanks, Jean, for joining. I always love it when we have people come in. Um, so what I was mentioning in the Savvy Start this morning was just the whole life has gotten busy. Life has been chaotic for me. So this is why it was really important for me to talk about this subject today, which is, taking time off. Um, we listed our house 2 weeks ago. We spent the 2 weeks previous to that prepping it for sale. And if you've ever sold a house, you know what I'm talking about, how crazy and chaotic it can be and overwhelming. And so I just kind of had to make a decision about what was in and what was active in my life and what wasn't. And I really kind of took it down to the bare minimum just so I could keep my sanity. Because there was a whole other slew of other things that was going on as well, not just business and putting my house on the market. And so I needed to make sure I kept my head above water. And it's really important that we as small business owners really do that, that you really prioritize your own health and wellness first. Business will follow. Trust me, trust me. But what clarity I gained over the last 4 weeks was I had been missing, and I'm going to take full accountability, and you'll start to see this, that as members in the Small Business Strategies and Solutions Facebook group, you guys get a free account inside the Women's Business Resource Community, which is where we do these live trainings where you just saw Jean Ann log into her account and join us. She is a neighbor in there, which means she gets access to bi-weekly group coaching accountability sessions, as well as these live trainings every week, as well as over 250 different workbooks and different resources and courses on top of the groups. You guys, as members here inside the Facebook group, and I'm speaking specifically to you guys now, you get a free membership in there. There's no cost associated with it to become a member and to join us inside the community. We've been remiss. We totally blanked on that part of our automation when we were setting these things up. And so you will see over the next 2 or 3 days, a couple of emails coming through. And we're only emailing those that have given us permission to email. So this kind of goes back to what Jean and I were talking about, what are the best strategies and standards of operation? This is one of them. You only email people that have given you permission to email. So for those that have given us your email, you will be receiving directions and instructions on how to access that free account. If you do not, if you have not given your email account to us, but you would like a free account and to join us and participate in these, I will put the instructions in the bottom in the comments when we are done. But there's a ton of value of being a member of the Women's Business Resource Community. And the trends that businesses are starting to see is social media with, I don't know if you saw the huge compromised passwords and usernames that had happened. Like an enormous amount of people were compromised with their personal information. Using the Meta platforms, Google platforms, TikTok, Snapchat, all of the different platforms, people are starting to step away from because there's so much automation. And there's a reason why I've not turned the AI element on inside the Facebook group, because I don't want to. I don't want the AI element to be happening. I want us to be real and know the content that we are creating and sharing is done by a human and not created by AI, because it will become harder and harder to discern. And that is one of the reasons why so many people are looking to leave the mainstream social media platforms that we know of, is because of the AI and the uncertainty of who we're connecting with and who we're sharing our information with and who we are becoming friends with. We're not sure who is real and who isn't anymore on these platforms. The Women's Business Resource Community, there is no AI element to it. Yes, we have automated processes where when there is a new daily insight posted, it gets automatically posted and notified inside the town square. So all of the members get notified that there is a new article, a new daily insight, a new business strategy for them to read. Automations, yes. But AI, artificial intelligence, is not happening within inside the community. It's why I haven't turned it on inside this Facebook group. I want us to be real. I want us to know we're connected with real people and real content. And it's one of the reasons why one of the rules is we do not share content. We don't approve content that has shared content in it. It has to be original content. We want it to be real. We want it to be you. We want you to take the effort to create content just for us, to share who you are, for us to connect to. So that's a little bit about what I wanted to update you guys on. You will start to see more and more of the Women's Business Resource Community coming into the Facebook group. But the goal is for you guys to meet us inside the village, because we know it takes a village to create a thriving and sustainable business. We can't do it alone. So we're personalizing it. We're bringing it home. We're bringing you a space that you can connect with other women, real women, where there is a connection. And there's a ton of value, if I must say so. So I will drop the link to become a free member. Again, no credit card required. So you are just joining, you are gaining so much value and interaction. It's amazing. So until 2 weeks from today, next week, we are off. It is a dead week. Enjoy your week. Canadians, July 1st, Tuesday, happy early Canadian Day. And July 4th, happy Independence Day. It's going to be a great week. Enjoy the rest of the week. I want to see your personal, the weekly challenge, because that talks about automation and productivity. And I love all of you for being here and being part of this group inside the Women's Business Resource Committee and inside the Facebook group. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the next training in 2 weeks. If you've got a topic you want us to train on, drop them in the comments. You guys have a beautiful day and a beautiful rest of the week. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all.